Hello everyone. Now we have to discuss the very most important concept of AC circuits, that is sinusoidal steady state analysis. So, for every network we have steady state as well as transient state. So, we are going to get the steady state after transient state, right. So, first we have transient state, later we have steady state, but here first we have to discuss the concept of steady state, later we have to discuss the concept of transient state. Then we will compare both the states, transient state and steady state, and why we need these two states we will discuss later. So, first we have to discuss the entire concept of sinusoidal steady state analysis. So, under this analysis we have 9 circuits. So, first we have to discuss pure resistive circuit, second one pure inductive circuit, like that, pure capacitive circuit, next series RL circuit, fifth one series RC circuit, okay. Sixth series RLC circuits, seventh parallel RL circuit, parallel RC circuit, last one parallel RLC circuit. So, for these 9 circuits we have to analyze the steady state performance. Okay. Now, first we have to discuss pure resistive circuit. So, pure resistive circuits means what? We are providing AC excitation for the pure resistive circuit. Already we have discussed the DC excitation for the resistance, inductance and capacitance, right. Same procedure we have to follow here. We are providing AC excitation to the R, AC excitation to the L, AC excitation to the C, like that series RL, RC, RLC, like that parallel RL, RC, RLC, that is the analysis, right. So, we have a only resistance, right, pure resistive circuit. This is what? Single phase AC 50 hertz, right. Single phase AC excitation, this is the representation of AC, clear. Then we have R only, we have R only. This is the pure resistive circuit for sinusoidal steady state analysis. So, first I have to discuss time domain, okay. Later frequency domain, that is V of t which is equals to R into I of t, right. Simple, V is equals to I into R. So, if V of t, this is nothing but what? Instantaneous value. So, small letters indicates what? Instantaneous values, like this V, capital letters means what? RMS or maximum, okay. So, Vm sin omega t, let us take the instantaneous value of voltage is equals to Vm sin omega t. then Vm sin omega t, which is equals to R into I of t, right. So, from this instantaneous value of current is nothing but what? Vm sin omega t by R. This is the value of current we got, which is nothing but I of t, which is equals to Vm by R is nothing but Im, right, sin omega t. So, this is 1, this is 2. So, here this is the main equation, simple. V is equals to I into R. Let us consider V of t is equals to Vm sin omega t. From this we got I of t is nothing but Im sin omega t. So, here what is the impedance? What is the impedance here? This is Z, right. From the circuit, impedance Z is equals to R only, right, ohms. Clear? So, up to this point is clear. Next we will discuss frequency domain. This is what? Rectangular form. In frequency domain we have only polar and exponential form. Clear? So, in time domain we are representing the phasor form is nothing but rectangular form. Coming to frequency domain, we are representing the phasor as polar as well as exponential form. So, here we are considering Vm at an angle 0 degrees. Why it is 0 degrees? See, we are considering Vm sin omega t plus 0. That is why the voltage is equals to Vm at an angle 0, or you can consider with respect to RMS also, there is no problem at all. Clear? Maximum value voltage, simple. What is the polar representation? Magnitude at an angle theta. That is what magnitude at an angle theta, that is polar representation. Clear? So, from this I is equals to what? Im at an angle sin omega t plus 0, like that Im at an angle 0, or you can write IRMS at an angle 0. Okay. This is 1, this is 2. Clear? Here we are providing with respect to maximum value of current or maximum value of voltage. If you consider maximum value of voltage, then you should consider maximum value of current. Okay. Or if you consider RMS value of voltage, then you should consider RMS value of current. That is it. Okay. If I represent the term with respect to maximum value, then you have to represent the current with respect to that notation only. Okay. You should follow that notation perfectly, otherwise you will get wrong answer. Okay. This is with respect to frequency domain. Clear? Now we have to observe some important points. So, for every circuit there is a systematic way of approach, right. So, first you have to draw the circuit diagram and make the analysis. Later we have to discuss the observation. Those observations are totally depends upon the analysis, that what we did earlier. So, first we have to discuss the observation. Okay. These observations are very important. Observations. Clear? See, what is the voltage? Vm sin omega t. Current is what? Im sin omega t. First observation. With respect to time domain, instantaneous value of voltage Vm sin omega t, like that current is equals to Im sin omega t. or you can consider in frequency domain V is equals to V m at an angle 0, like that I m at an angle 0, right, or you can consider RMS quantities, no problem at all. Okay. This is one set, this is another set. So, from this, what is the phase angle between or phase difference between voltage and current? Phase difference between voltage and current is equals to what? How many degrees? Is that is phi is equals to 0 degrees, right? We have sin omega t plus 0, I am sin omega t plus 0. There is no phase difference between those two quantities, voltage and current. Then how they are representing in phasor representation? Therefore, both phasors are in phase with each other. Sir, what is this in phase, sir? Both phase, if the phase angle or phase difference between any two quantities is 0, then those two phasors are in phase with each other. Means, second observation, phasor representation. Okay. That is the second observation. In phase means what? For example, if I consider voltage as reference, here the phase angle between voltage and current is 0. So, there is no angle between voltage and current. Obviously, for example, this is the voltage phasor, like that the current phasor should be in phase with this voltage, right. That is, this is the voltage phasor, there is no phase angle between voltage and current phasor. So, that is why this is the voltage phasor, like that the current phasor should be along with this voltage phasor only, means there is no phase angle between these two, 0 means that is why both are in phase. This is said to be in phase. If there is no phase displacement between any two phasors, if we draw any phasor as reference, then the second phasor should be drawn along the reference axis, then it is said to be in phase. So, this is the voltage phasor, we can consider it as reference, like that we have to write the current phasor in this manner, right. Means between these two, phi is equals to 0 degrees, said to be in phase, or you can draw like this. Second representation is what? This is V, this is taken as reference, therefore, the current phasor should be like this. So, you can draw either this manner or in this manner, there is no problem at all. Okay. If you represent in this manner, it is very appropriate, or in some textbooks they represent like this, along with this voltage we have to write this current. Then waveform representation, third one, waveforms. Waveform, right. This is omega t, this is voltage or current, right. We are representing voltage and current in only one waveform. So, for example, this is voltage, this is V. Then what about current? There is no phase angle between voltage and current. Therefore, the current should be like this. Clear? The current should be, this is current. This is current. Or you can draw this is voltage, this is current, either in this manner or in this manner. Sir, what is the difference between these two waveforms? See, here the voltage magnitude is more than the current magnitude, right, in this case, but here the current magnitude is more than the voltage magnitude, that is magnitudes. Sir, which one is correct, sir? Among these two, which one is correct? See, R. Okay. Sir, among these two, which one is correct? Both are correct only. Sir, okay, you said both are correct. Then, on what basis you have drawn this? On what basis you have drawn this? For example, if you consider this case 1, you are considering V more than I, sir. On what basis you have drawn this? Or if you consider case 2, on what basis you have drawn this, I more than V? For that, I would like to discuss one important note point. So, to get the clear cut concept of phasor representations, here I am considering. So, in this case pure resistive circuit, what we have? V of t is equals to what? V m sin omega t, like that. Current is equals to I m sin omega t. Clear? Or we can write V m at an angle 0, I m at an angle 0, or you can write Vrms at an angle 0, Irms at an angle 0. Okay. This is time domain. These two are phasor, comes under phasor domain. Okay. Then here I am considering two examples. Okay. Example 1. For that, the maximum value of voltage, for example 10 volts, or you can consider RMS voltage. For this representation, Vm is equals to 10 volts, like that Z is equals to 2 ohms. So, this is pure resistive circuit, therefore, this is equals to R only, right? This is equals to R only. From this, the maximum value of current is nothing but what? Simple, maximum value of voltage by resistance or impedance, which is equals to Vm by Z, therefore, 10 by 2, which is equals to 5 amperes. So, from this analysis, Vm is what? 10 volts and Im is what? 5 amperes. Clear? From this, Vm is more than Im. Clear? Vm is more than, that is magnitudes. So, Vm is more than Im. Like that, here I am considering second example. Same, Vm is 10 volts and R is now 0.5 ohms, that is Z, right? From this, Im is what? 10 by 0.5, which is nothing but 20 amps. In this case, Vm is 10 volts, Im is what? 20 amperes. So, what is the conclusion point here? Vm is less than Im, that is Im is more than Vm. So, from this, what is the phasor representation? Vm is more than Im, right? For example, this is voltage, Vm is more than Im. The amplitude of V is more than amplitude of I. Therefore, this is I, right? This is I, this is V, right? This is clear. Then for this, this is I, this is what? V, if we omega t, right. I think, are you clear with this concept? See, listen carefully. So, in the observation we have drawn these two cases, right? This is the first case, this is second case. So, on what basis you have drawn this phasor, waveform 1, waveform 2, that is your question, right? See, for us we have Vm 10 volts, Z equals 2 ohms. See, this is constant, but coming to this case and this case, again Vm is constant. See, Vm is constant, this is variable, right? Our impedance is variable. The variable quantity is nothing but impedance. If you consider pure resistive circuit, that is resistance, but there is no change in the maximum value of voltage. With respect to impedance in the circuit only, we are going to get the different values of current, different magnitudes of current. Okay, that is why, see, here the case is present with the impedance of 2 ohms, that is why Im is what? 5 amps. But in this case, the impedance is very less than that case, 0.5 ohms only. That is why we have 20 amps of current. Therefore, the current magnitude is more than this voltage magnitude. So, this is the basic concept involved to draw the waveforms. So, the total waveforms we are drawing here totally based on the impedance which is present in the circuit. Okay. But you have to more concentrate on the phase difference between any two quantities. Here the voltage and current are drawn like this. What is the phase difference between these two? 0, 0, right. In this case also there is no phase displacement, both are starting at same point. At this point both are ending at the same point, like that. In reverse direction both are starting at same point and ending at same point, like that. Just you should focus on that phase difference only. There is no more focus on the amplitudes, only focus on the phase difference between those two quantities. So, this circuit is correct, this circuit is correct. Whether the amplitudes of voltage or current, which one is more, no problem at all. There is no doubt in that. Okay, there is no problem in that. Whatever may be the voltage, whether it is voltage or current, whichever is more, no problem at all. But is there any change in the phase difference? That you have to observe. If there is any change in the phase difference from this circuit or from this circuit, then you have to raise your hand. Otherwise, there is no need to discuss this entire concept. Just the concept involved in this is nothing but what? The total impedance is the responsible quantity. With respect to that impedance only, we are going to get the different magnitudes of current and voltage, but you should focus on the phase difference between two quantities. That is very important. Okay. Here we have a note point. From this we have a note point. What is the note point? There is no scaling to draw voltage and current waveforms, because their magnitude are totally depends upon the impedance, which is present in the circuit. Okay. This is the basic concept involved to draw the waveforms. So, this is the total waveform. So, this is the total impedance which is present in the circuit. See, that is why there is no scaling to draw voltage and current waveforms, because their magnitudes are totally depends upon the impedance which is present in the circuit. See, clear? Here the impedance is 2, here the impedance is what? Less than the case. That is why current magnitude is more. That is why this waveform is correct or this waveform is correct. Just you should focus on the phase difference between those two. That is means what? Voltage and current units are different, right? Second, we should focus on the phase difference between voltage and current. This is very most important note point. I think all your doubts are clear with this explanation. Clear? So, if we considering pure resistive circuit, for that pure resistive circuit we are providing AC excitation. Clear? For that the voltage is what? Vm sin omega t. So, here the circuit is what? Pure resistive circuit, therefore, Vm by R is nothing but Vm by Z, current, maximum value of current. So, between those two quantities voltage and current there is no phase difference, that is 0 degrees phase displacement between voltage and current. Therefore, both phasors voltage and current phasors are in phase with each other. Okay, this is very most important point. From that this is the first point. Second one is what? You have to more focus on phase displacement between two quantities, not on their magnitudes. There is no scaling to draw the waveforms, depends upon their magnitudes, whether it is voltage or current, whichever is more, no problem at all, but you should more concentrate on phase displacement between those two, whether it is pure resistive circuit, pure inductive circuit or pure capacitive circuit or whatever may be the circuit. That is it. So, this is the concept of pure resistive circuit.